Percentages. Setting up percentage problems is kind of specific, but if you understand the different terminology, then it's not so bad. The word is, we're going to use equal. So whenever you are reading it and you see the word is, you're going to put an equal sign. The next one is of. Whenever you see the word of, you're going to mean multiplication. So you're going to put a multiplication sign in between there. And the last thing that you need to note, that we need to remember to do, is percent. Whenever you see percentage, you need to change it to a decimal. So you change it to a decimal in the problem, and then you can just type it in the calculator however you need to. And those are the important things when you're setting up a percentage problem. So let's do some examples to solve percent word problems. What percent of 126 is 22? So we're looking for the percent of times 126 is equal sign 22. So is means equal, of means multiply, and we're going to be looking for our percentage, so I'm going to write P. So now I'm just going to solve for P. So I might rewrite it as 126P equals 22. So I divide by 126. And then P equals 0.175 if we round it. But that's not a percentage, that's a decimal. So I'm going to move my decimal 2 spots. And then I'm going to put my decimal there, so it's going to be 17.5%. And that would be your final answer. Problem number 2. 81 is 56% of what number? So the first thing I'm going to do is change my percentage here to a decimal. So I'm going to move it 2 spots to the left, so I have 0.56. And now I'm going to write my problem. So I have 81 is 56%, 0.56 of, so times what number? N. We don't know what number. Alright, so this is what I'm going to solve, and then I'm going to solve for N, so I'm going to divide by 0.56, both sides, and I have N is equal to 144.6 if you round it off. And that would be your final answer. For this third example, we have 25.7 is what percent of 141. So is means equals, so 25.7 equals what percent P of 141. So times 141. So I'm going to rewrite this as 25.7 equals 141p. So I'm going to divide by 141, leaving me with p equals about 0.182 if you round it off. So we need to move our decimal 2 spots to the right, and p is equal to 18.2%, and that would be your final answer. For this last example, we have 17% of what number is 156. So of is multiply, is means equals, so I have to change my percentage to a decimal, so I have 0.17. So if I put all that together, I have 0.17 of times what number, N, is equals 156. So then I'm going to divide by 0.17, and I have N equals 917.6 if you round it off. So that would be your final answer. So those are your notes over different percentage word problems. Go through some practice problems. Make sure you can do all these different types of problems and set up the problem. Then you should be ready for your quiz.